busy talking. Our mic's not even on. So welcome to the stream, everybody. It's going to be the African Pro Series, game number 1. It's Erangel. It's going to be 4 matches that we're going to be featuring tonight. There is a fantastic prize pool that will be given at the end of the month. I think the winners take home around 1,500 rand. So it's cash prize pool, not UCs for this particular event. But we're heading into Erangel. I will get through all the rules and everything else that we need to worry about in a little bit. Let me just transition here as we're heading off into Erangel. And we're going to get to see what is going on, what will be happening. It is... I think the rules for the first game is, I think it's all weapons. This is your typical classic mode. As we just take a look at the map right now, we get to see where the plane is heading off towards. There's quite a few drops very early on. And the point system here, this one's more about positions than it is about kills. So we expect a little bit of a slower paced match because positions do really matter. It's only 1 point per elimination. But I think it's 15 points for position 1, and then the point system decreases from there. So a lot of players are going to be playing that. It's going to be a little bit like rank, I would say. Very, very safe in terms of what we expect to happen. But anyway, we're heading off into the map. A lot of drops coming through very early. From the flood of players heading off towards Gatka, we could get to see a bit of a skirmish there. But in Fairy Pier, we do have team number 9 and team number 2 in the mix. I'll just get their names up and running for you now. The exact names of team number 9 and 6. So it's, as we said, it is team number 2, which is the AEX Esports, at team number 9, which is the Gremlins that are in Fairy Pier. It's going to be the loot before the shoot, because we all know how important positioning is right now. A couple of shots being fired from both teams, so a bit of an early skirmish. Hoping to get a couple of eliminations. There's a knock from Power onto Raiden. So Raiden just trying to crawl to a bit of safety as Marco is on the hunt. His teammates are close by. Snaking down here by Grim KZ as Raiden manages to get to the cover of the bushes. Meanwhile, we are watching Panda try to go for a bit of a flank angle here. But Marco, meanwhile, he's got the bit between his teeth. Using the rock, knows where they are, but doesn't want to pop into the line of sight just yet, because as we were saying, this is going to be all about position is the name of the game. So it's safety first. Just off screen we do see a knock, actually a double knock. Oh my goodness, is that the first elimination? Yes, we do have the first elimination of the match. It's just around Gatka and Lipovka that there's a bit of action going on here, but we're just following the Fairy Pier just to see what's happening. I think maybe we'll just see. Oh, this is a lot of drama going on here around Gatka. Gatka is one of those hot drop zones. There's a sniper out. As we can see, Galaxy Riz, actually no, it's AR. He's got a lot of tag damage coming through. Not has been knocked. Grim Alpha, however, manages to take... Oh, there's a nade coming in there. A lot of splash damage to Galaxy Riz. But Galaxy Riz, he's got a medikit. Or 9, actually. Firing a couple of shots. Just... blind firing there, just to pre-firing, just to make sure that he's got a decent amount of safety, because a couple of his teammates already been taken down. He's in a 2, actually he's in a 1v everything situation. Oh my goodness, what a Molotov coming in there from Not Bilal. As we see the knock, we should see the flush coming in very shortly, as the team number 3, which is Not Esports, should be heading off towards getting that flush, as Pikachu trying to go for the drive-by. Will probably get out of the vehicle and get the knock coming through any second right now. I don't know why they're not picking their movements across there. Not Pikachu, is just waiting. He's in the car. They're just leaving our poor guy without the self-revive. Galaxy... his teammate is too far away for any amount of safety, and so without that self-revive, Not is just driving around here, just I don't know, maybe scouting out some vision, maybe getting a couple of doomed buggies for his teammates. We should see that elimination coming through very shortly. But around Lipovka, we've got a couple of teams in the mix. They should be battling it out very, very shortly. Bots. It's team number 6, which is the V3 tribe. They did so well. We saw in the Solus Bunnies tournament up against team 14, which is the Headshot Hustlers. There has been a knock. Bots has been knocked. For the side of Headshots Hustlers, he is kind of surrounded here by V3. But he is in the building, and so V3, as we said, this is all about positioning, so we won't expect to see any crazy rush plays coming through at this moment in time. Fear making his way across towards his teammate will get the revive going, so that's worked out quite nicely in a favor. Monique, on the other hand, playing it safe, just making the movements across, playing sort of point guard for the team on the outskirts, just giving a bit of vision, and then repositioning to play the part of the sniper. As Team 6 will be spreading out, and as we see Monique just waiting very patiently to see if there's going to be anybody just poking their heads out of those windows in the buildings. Very nice spread here from Team 6. They do have a building apiece to lock onto, so no rush plays can really affect them in terms of just like maybe a nade or Molotov catching everybody in a small room, because the room sizes here in Lipovka, they're not the biggest in the world. So the battle of attrition, shall we say, will continue. Gene, welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in. Lovely to have you here. As my screen seems to want to do its own thing. My apologies. My screen just decided to do its own funny thing here. Let me see if I can actually get this back up and running properly. Let's just open this up again. No moving the screen. The screen just decided that it was on its own mission. My apologies. I will have this up and running in just a second for you as the game just reopens itself. And it sometimes happens with this emulator, because I know it's the Game Loop emulator. It's the best emulator that we have at this current moment in time, but it does cause a little bit of issues once in a while in terms of suddenly crashing for no reason that I can actually understand. One day I'll figure it out. One day. When that day will be, I don't know, but we should be heading back in. You'll see the loading screen in just a minute. And we'll be back into the action. Just waiting for this to load through, and then we'll be back into the mix to see what is going on. My apologies once more. It's just the emulator kind of had a bit of a glitch out and crash. But we will not miss too much of the action, hopefully, because we were at Lipovka, and there were the two teams that were in decent contention with one another. But as we said, whenever you're playing for position, we do expect the game to be a little bit more patient. It heats up around that stage 5, stage 6 EMP zone. But for the first part, and we're still going to be on stage 1, probably entering stage 2. When it comes down to it, this is Erangel. Erangel, as we know, the OG map, the really, really big map. Everybody loves the map. I'm just talking to the general population. Thank you, Chad. Thank you. Yes, we definitely want to rejoin the match. So Erangel is everyone's favorite, at least from what I gather. Every time there's a poll up about where shall we play for V4, it's always going to be in Erangel. Always. That's just like I said, it's the OG map. All right, we're back into the mix. We have had a couple of eliminations. We're looking at AEX's Marco. Oh, Marco, I'm so sorry. We got here just in time to see you take a whole bunch of damage. Very pure, still the spot between these two teams. But Marco somehow managing to survive this. Marco doing an excellent job there. But Patlu has been eliminated for the side of AEX. So this could be, it's a bit of a dangerous position. They did win that overall fight that they were in. So now they are faced up against Team 21, which is Mayhem Unleashed, as they're making their way across, hoping to unleash some mayhem. Locked onto the two players, Marco and A-Power, who has taken a knock, is on the stairwell. So, but at least reasonably close to Marco, hoping to get a bit of a revive. But we should be able to see a couple of nades coming through. Marco's gonna have to retreat because he knows that we're on our way for a nade storm. There has been a knock that Marco managed to achieve himself. Power trying to reposition, but Marco, oh my goodness, there's the eliminations coming through. As it's just Akib, the only one left alive. Akib, can he avenge his teammates? He's in a 1v3 situation. Is it a 1v3 situation? He throws out a nade. Oh, but the wraparound shotgun play coming through from the Team 21. Scorpion there finishing off the job. So we are heating up. Oh my goodness, there's a whole bunch of action happening here. The airdrop is coming in as we switch around to team number 7, which is the Novex Esports squad. They're up against team 10. There's a nice tag damage coming from Solomon. He's going to get the knockdown through as well. Beautiful play from him as he gets the flush. But we do have quite a few players in the mix there. It's team number 3 as well in the house. So it's going to be the clash of the titans here at this top of the hill in the middle of no man's land. But team number 7, they're in the vehicle. They're going for a GTA style play. It's the drive-thrus. But NVX God gets, was it a drive-thru? He's in his Lambo. He's hoping to get something done. But there's a lot of players here just using the car as a strategy to deal with certain things. Oh, the play zone taking down a couple of people. C9 have lost a few members in the mix here. As Lipovka is way outside that zone. The battle is continuing here. I don't know whether they're going to get anything done. But we're just going to focus on Team 3 and Team 7 for the time being. Godspell has decided to exit the vehicle. Gets a bit of looting done here. He's at the airdrop. Nobody knows. He gets back into the car and he gets away. Oh no, he wasn't. You got that flush there and he managed to get the looting done. He's got another Lambo close by if he wants to switch into it. Deciding to use the car for cover, doesn't know where anybody is, just getting a little bit of a revive going. But look at the way the EMP zone is located right now. We could see a firefight up against our very famous VM squad in the mix. It's Team 5, Bloodsuckers, perennial winners of Solus Bunnies, here on the pier in a very dangerous spot as it's team number 18 and 21 close by. It's the young Thundercats who are raining down an absolute nade storm on this pier. It's going to be so difficult. I don't know how Bloodsuckers are going to get out of this. Shots coming through. VM Clown having to reposition. They're using this to the best of their advantage. They want to get some shots from underneath there. Waiting patiently, hoping that the young Thundercats go for the rush play. That's their real hope right now. But Snoopy and Jackal's already being taken down. Clown and Kenny, they're in a difficult position. They're going to have to relocate. As it looks like Kenny has been knocked. There's a nade coming through here, so it's just VM Clown. He's trying to get to a bit of safety. Does he have the ability to get close to his teammate to get a revive going? I don't know. They are fairly close to one another. He does have the opportunity to, but it is very safe, very, very dangerous as David is on the high line. He manages to get the knock. The flush coming through. Young Thundercats. Oh, look at the positioning here. Crazy plays from team number 18. Setting up those eliminations. So they've got 4, which means 4 points on the board. We're down to the last 10 teams. 10 teams remaining. So this is into the top 10 where the position really starts to matter. There's a couple of... It looks like the EMP zone's going to be closing in around, in between Ferry Pier and the military base. It's going to be a waterfront battle. This is going to be definitely a bridge over troubled waters. Finally, we see the engagement here between team number 7 and team number 3. They're going to go all out at it right now as there has been a knock onto Godspell. Soulman has been eliminated. It's just Obito and Thanos up against the 4-man from actually the side of team 3, which is your Naughty Sports not Arrow, not Up Arrow. Throws a knock as they manage to get a knock onto Thanos. But he has to be very careful, doesn't know where Obito is. Throws in the Molotovs inside there, has the shotguns coming out. Oh, nice damage coming through, but not, he's gonna get knocked. Is his teammates there for the cover up? Yes, there is, the full flush comes. There's 2 knocks there. This should be the flush just coming through. But it's team number 3, not esports, not dying, keeping everybody alive, and moving on to the next fight. So now there were 9. Decent spread between the teams, right? It's still stage 3, so 1.5 minutes. A lot of aggression for a game that generally, I would say, based on position, would be a little bit more on the safe side. Oh, but we're looking at PST squad. Are they making them... will we see the... It's PST Hydro, that's team number 8. The Persecutors. They do spot out team... what is this? I keep forgetting the name. Mayhem Unleashed, Team 21, off in the distance. There is their point guard here, just scouting out. So we'll see the vehicle rush plays coming in there. They're going to go in for this Colonel. Not Sanders, but 77K. Making the wraparound play as Hydro leads the charge here in the front. The team is making their movements across. They sense the opportunity. Ravage, 77. Oh, get the tag onto the vehicle. Yeah, and if the nade coming in there. The shots are firing. Will we see the flashes coming through? I think so. I think this is going to be it for them. As Hydro is making his way across as well. That's a full flash there for a side off Persecutors as they wipe out Team 21 Mayhem Unleashed. Oh, and meanwhile, it's going to be our young Thundercats who did such an excellent job. They're going for the drive-by. They're up against team number 16, which is Team BKR. But a tag damage. There's a decent spread out from our young Thundercats as they want to go for the reposition here to the top of the hill. Moving, just keeping apart from one another and then getting out of the vehicle. A little bit of damage getting out from Flighty as they just keep switching vehicle to vehicle. Are they going to go in for this fight? No, they opt against it, saying that this is not the right time. They didn't have the high ground advantage, and so they opted against going into that fight where BKR are deciding to then get into the vehicles and reposition themselves. The EMP zone is tightening down. I mean, just how often did you get to see the EMP zone landing here around the military base? This is not very often. Actually, when I'm saying not very often, since we've been doing PubG streams, I've never seen this. Not once. This is the first time. But as you know, there's a first time for everything. This bridge is going to be super deadly. Who do we have outside the EMP zone right now? Let's just take a quick look. We've got about 1, 2, 3, 4 teams outside the EMP zone. They're going to be making their movement across. But so far, no one's got the bridge on lock except PTS. They've got the right-hand side bridge on lock, more or less. But there should be a battle heading between these teams on the bridge themselves. They got the vehicles. They want to go for a bit of a rush play. Not Pikachu taking a bit of damage. He's in the MP zone. Shots being fired out onto MTR. MTR. Is there a couple of knocks coming in there? Yes, he is. Will we be able to see the finish? The flash. He's got the scope on. And the double kill going the way of Pikachu. Showing Ash that he doesn't need him. He's a one-man army. This bridge, it was always going to be the bridge over troubled waters. There was no way that this bridge was going to be a safety zone. But nice positioning here from the Not squad. I do like the way they're scouting out and dealing with things, but we are in stage number 4 of the EMP zone. You can see how much it starts to hurt as you're watching Team 2 clash here between Team 14. Oh, but it's going to be HH. It's just going to be Fear left alive as Scorpion and Ethan and Aura are on the hunt. It's gonna be Aura from range gets the knock. We're down 8 teams, 23 players remaining in stage 4. EMP zone is hotting up. We were on the military base, which, like I said, I've never seen this before. Once, the first for a time for everything. This is gonna be a crazy showdown as we're heading towards the latter stages of the game. We're gonna be hitting stage 5 very, very soon. Teams have a nice spread, lots of people in vehicles, using that strategy very, very nicely. As shots being fired once more, it's the Not squad who have scouted out somebody. It's going to be Not Fog taking a bit of damage. Oh my goodness, but we see them get out of the vehicle and get the flush through. Yes, we do. We should see it coming just now. As it's been Pikachu who has been knocked, his teammates should be able to get the revive going. And so, beautiful smoke. Safety first, always. You never know what's going on. PTS in a battle themselves, up against Team 18. It's going to be Flighty who has been knocked. Oh, the Molotov comes in. I don't think he can reposition. This is going to be burn, baby, burn. No self-revives into the mix. But somehow Flighty, he remains alive. The Molotov wasn't enough to finish him off. As there's another Molotov coming in from Mighty Bull. In response, PTS Ravage, he gets the revive going through. Oh, there's the rush blaze coming into the building. Pointo has taken a lot of damage. Oh, but the shotgun plant. It's going to be PTS. They managed to get this. Colonel on the staircase revives before he moves up. They managed to take out their opponents, but Scorpion in a bit of danger here. He's up against the Not squad, and Not squad's been crazy. So we're down to the final 6 teams. As Not Pikachu, he's got a beautiful angle here on what he wants to do. Will he be going for the rush play? He knows he's got a couple of knocks. His teammates, I mean, this gameplay where they've been moving with these vehicles and using it to their advantage has been on point. Smoke is in there. Pikachu manages to get to cover. The fire, the return fire. We'll be able to see the flashes coming through here. It's going to be Aura just hiding behind the vehicle. Wow, but they catch Aura out. It's gonna be a full team wipe. As the Not squad, they've picked up 13 eliminations so far, and they're down to the final 5. The high-flying 5, as it is going to be the Not squad with a full 4-man, team number 8 with 3, team number 11 with 1, team 13 with 2, and it's going to be the BKR squad. They've got 4 as well in the mix. So that's everybody still left available. So there's only 2 full 4-man squads, but it depends how well you flute it out. And as we know, this is in the military base. It's not the most mountainous of regions. I mean, let's just be honest, right? It's flat. Flat as a pancake, shall we say. And so no real high ground advantage can be achieved. Ooh, Monique taking a bit of damage. Pikachu taking a bit of damage. There's a flash coming through as we see shots being fired out there. Not wants to get something done. Monique, to answer your question why there isn't a delay, I think the delay might have switched off when I reset the stream, when there was a bit of a crash. But as we get from this next game into the next one, I'll be able to have it reset. But there is around, just like there'll be a natural about 20-second delay, though I don't think that's going to be a significant enough delay, but we will get something set up a little bit better in terms of the delay. It was just when they had that technical glitch, and then it reset the course of the stream. Like once the stream restarts, like I can't do anything there. We're not taking a bit of damage there. As we see a nade coming out there in response. We're down to 4 teams remaining. It's the smoke being used as cover, just for not to heal up. But in this open space here, it's going to be so difficult to try to get close to your opponents. It's going to be all about your gun selections right now. That's going to be the biggest factor. As 11 players, 4 teams remaining, who's going to be taking home that winner chicken dinner between everybody. As you can see, there's just the one solo player left alive. It's a 3v4 v3v1. Oh, nice tag damage coming in from Not, but how long will the smoke cover last for him? The EMP zone tightening in its stage number 6 as it's heading into the very last part of the game. The smoke's being used for cover as much as you possibly can. A butter shot's being fired here by Not Folk, but oh, it's gonna be will we see the flash coming through from range? Yes, we do. PTS takes down a member from the BKR, so it's BKR Sage in the mix. Vehicles being used as wraparound plays. We're down to 10 players, 4 teams remaining. BKR does manage to get a knock coming through, but this is really gonna head out across an open field. Oh, nice tag damage onto Nutbulal. He's in the vehicle trying to reposition himself. Just got the scope out, getting a bit of tag damage in there, but the EMP zone is right at their tails. This is going to force everybody to make their movements across. We're down to 8 players, 3 teams remaining. It's just going to be... oh, look at that, Bernal taking a bit of damage, and the EMP zone at the back. Will this be the end of BKR? This is going to be crazy. Let's just get a bird's eye view in here, so we can just see the teams as... we just watch the position overall of everybody. You can just watch this complete nutter war zone. Right now, it's PTS who are in an advanced position, caught in between 2 teams here. So there's like a couple of nades being thrown at them. I don't know how PTS Colonel is going to survive. As you can see, the nades just being launched at him at this moment in time. But if he manages to stay safe, the EMP zone positioning will give him the advantage later on, because he's right there. He does manage to get a knock himself, but we're just heading on to that final. But oh, as there's the elimination coming out there from PTS's Colonel. Not Bilal is in a bit of danger as well, but Colonel, he's going for the smoke. Does he have any revives? BKR's Putin in the vehicle there. They've got to make the plays across. Right now, the EMP zone is going to hurt too much for you to want to stay in there. Sage making that rotation in very quickly. But oh, it's going to be a big old battle. Sage has been knocked. Will we see the flash coming through here? Not Bilal is in danger. Yes, there's Sage has been taken down. That's the BKR squad out of the way. It's Team 3, Team 8 in the mix. The final 2 teams. It's going to be a 2v2 setup here. Not Bilal. He's got at least a decent amount of revives here. Team number 8 up against Team 3. It's going to be the Northeast Sports up against Persecutors for this winner chicken dinner and the most amount of points overall. The Not squad, they've already got 15 eliminations, so 15 points on the board for them. With the second position, if they do finish second, they're not going for second position. They want to rain a nade storm down here just to make sure that they can actually get this winner chicken dinner. They're raining it in. Oh my goodness, but the nade to finish it off. Nade for nade exchange, and it's PTS with the winner chicken dinner. So Colonel 777K and Super Nig something or the other, Hydro and Ravage 77Z with a grand total of, what is that? 16 eliminations. My word, 16 eliminations. And also the winner chicken dinner, so that's a huge point boost for them. The Nut squad, Bilal, Falk, Up Arrow, and Pikachu with a grand total of 15 eliminations, finishing off second. BKR 88 Sage, Shinu Putin with 3 eliminations in third position. Galaxy, HAM, Mag, Freaky, and Riz, no eliminations in fourth position. Street, Goas, Kakashi, and Skinny Ink with 1 elimination in 5th. Guru, Scorpion, Ethan, and Aura with 5 eliminations in 6th position. Flighty, the 2 O's. David 27 Pull 7727 with 5 eliminations in 7th. Fly QE 777, Hazard, Future, Rasta with 4 eliminations in 8th. Bounce Ninja Fear, Monique with 4 eliminations in 9th. Godspell, Solman, Obito, and Thanos with 4 eliminations in 10th. Snoopy, Jackals, Clown, Kenny, no eliminations in 11th. Legit, Swinksy, Step Bro, Trace God with 2 eliminations 12th. Unknown Tire, Nabs, Vigilant, no eliminations 13th. Chris Saden, Vipex, Alex with no eliminations 14th. Lockjaw 1824. Dr. Elmer and Ouch with no eliminations 15th. Marco, Akiu, A-Power, and Patlu with 5 eliminations in 16th position. Alpha Panda, Keys, and Raiden with no eliminations in 17th. And as we can see, not Pikachu with a going all out 6 eliminations for his team. Best companion went to Fear with 5 rescues. My goodness, that's a lot of rescuing. And the finisher, as we got to see, was the Super with 4 eliminations and 6 assists. Alright, so we're going to have that pause screen up and running. And I will try and reset the delay factor a little bit. So if you give me a small second, we will get things up and running for you very, very shortly. everybody, welcome back to the stream. We are heading into Mama for the second game out of those four that we will be looking at. The team's doing extremely well in the last round. There was at least the top three spots were just crazy with the number of eliminations. But as we were saying, it's all about position. And with all these different maps, it's really testing the players' skills. Because, I mean, Erangel, as we know, that's the OG map. Everyone knows and loves Erangel. Mama, as we've seen, there's not that many players who are so hot on Mama, but I mean, this is the first time I'm doing the African Pro Series. The Pro is in the name, so Pro will be the way the players play as we head off into Mama for this next game. So just take a look at the map very quickly, and it's La Cabrera. You just forgive me if I butcher any of the names, right? Spanish is not my language. I do try. A lot of the drops coming in fairly early. It looks like the AEX squad wants to head off towards the prison, which is quite clever, I would say, because you wouldn't expect teams to drop early. Now, knowing the direction of the plane does affect your strategy quite a bit. So let's see what the teams are planning. There's a couple of squads heading off towards Los Lenos. But we'll get to see whether they are going to head towards a clash. The parachutes are out there. So we'll just keep an eye on the map for the time being, for the most likely place for us to have an early game clash, because I know probably like me, you like to see the early game action before anybody gets any bit of major loot. It's nice to know. At the same time, we've got to be watching where the EMP zone will be positioning itself. Quite a few late drops from the plane. Teams heading off towards San Martin and water treatment. Going for, as my co-caster who's not with me today gets, he usually says that he loves to go for the edge of the map strategy, regardless of where the EMP zone is. So Los Lenos looks like it'll be the first clash here up with, between Team 11 and Team 4 in a mix. So that would be Team 4, which is C9 Esports. Zayden, Chris, Vipex, and Alex, very, very familiar names to me, up against Mag, Freaky Riz, and Galaxy from the Galaxy X Esports. We won't expect them to start off a battle just yet. We expect them to just loot and then shoot a little bit later on. Oh, but it looks like there's a clash going on here outside La Cabrera. We've got three teams in the mix. It's 9, 13, and 14 as Ninja getting some shots out there, making a snaky movement across. There is a deal. Oh my goodness, what a shot coming through. Ninja gets taken out of the equation. Oh my goodness. But it's Bounce with the high ground advantage once again, a tag onto Krosu. Oh, go us. Sorry. Goas knows that he's in a little bit of danger right now. Skinny Ink and Street from his team already taken down, so they're in a 2v3 situation in one direction, with a couple of players behind them in another direction, as we get to see now very quickly, as we just take a full bird's eye view of La Cabrera. Oh, shots being fired as Grim Raiden gets a couple of knocks down as well. So we're down to 65. Raiden managed to get that pick off there, making his way across towards Team 14, using the inside ground or the inside for cover, but there's no. They are heading towards the high ground right now. Both him and Alpha, not wanting to stick to the same rooms. Right? That is not a good strat if you're going to be playing in this system, because like one nade in a very small room can be a very short time for you in terms of your Devil of Survival. But we take a look at the map overall, just to see the positioning. Shots being fired, but the cover is there for everybody, so we won't expect to see any eliminations just yet. Oh my goodness. Bounce taking a lot of damage. That was a nice spot here from Panda and Keeks, but Fear, he's returning fire. Gets a little bit of tag damage there onto Panda, but not enough to get the knock just yet. At this early stage, you need to get the team to use a lot of their resources. Because you know that at this point in time, no one's going to have that insane amount of advantage just yet, with the amount of heals and revives and everything going through. As you can see, sharing of resources is very necessary at this moment in time. And this is the reason why you don't want to get into a battle way too early. Smoke cover being used by Keys and Panda, as they hope to be able to gain the ability to reposition. This is a little bit too open for them, being in sort of a warehouse. They will try to go for the wraparound. The vision is being provided by Alpha and Raiden, who are in the front line, so to speak. But a tag coming on down to Monique. They spot it on the hill. But they get this through. Monique trying to get back to cover. Monique does manage to get back to the cover of the building. It's like, no way is safe. Monique with an interesting move there, or at least I would say a clever play, trying to get to the high ground. But Raiden, knowing that somebody was going to make that movement, waited in position for that, gets the tag damage onto Monique, but now has to reposition himself, just in case there is going to be anything going on in that somewhat smaller room that he's in. There's just the one player left from MDR Goas. He's got the one elimination for his team, but he's been staying safe in this one spot for the most point in time. He doesn't want to give his position away. I mean, who would want to give their position away at this juncture in the game, and especially if you're a one man in the middle of the town up against two teams? That would be absolutely insane if you had to try to do this. Raiden, however, going for a bit of an aggressive play here, has to be patient, needs to wait for the perfect opportunity to cross the street, because this is one deadly street. This is kind of like the wild west, where anything can happen if you try to cross the street. It's got a bit of that vibe as well, because we've got this desert theme map here on Mama. So shots being fired here onto Bouts as he tries to reposition, but he's heading towards where Gosu is. Could we see a clash between the two? Bouts is quite low. He does have a Molotov set. Wants to find the perfect angle to try to launch it towards Gosu. Gets it into the building, but Gosu taking a lot of damage in there. Will we see the rush play coming through from Gosu? Well, Gosu has to reposition. Gosu has to make sure that he's not going to get himself into the fire there. As Gosu is low, does have a couple of heals, but waiting patiently. Doesn't want to heal yet because he knows that it could be the wrong moment. He peeked out of the corner and Bouts takes out Gosu. And that's going to be the entire team gone. So now it's a 4v3 situation. It's Bouts, Monique's Fear up against, oh my goodness. There's just been some quick eliminations coming through as it's two taken down there from, oh no. The screen was doing its own thing. I thought there was elimination. I was like, what happened here? One minute they were there, the next minute they were gone. But let's head off towards, NVX and VM. Jackals, Bam, Clown, Kenny, Obito, Thanos, Godspell, and Solman. They're in a big battle here very early on into the game. VM Clown is quite low. Solman has the high ground advantage. Trying to use that advantage to his advantage, but Godspell has been knocked. They're trying to wait for that moment in time where VM makes the rush play through. But we do know the VM squad, deadly four-man team. Bam leading the line by supplying them a decent amount of vision for the team. Oh, but Clown taking a lot of damage. Clown has been knocked. Is he anywhere close to where his teammates are? Yes, there is. There's enough people here. It was just too much of an open space. Kenny just leading him towards a safer space to get the revive going. But there's been a knock for both teams at this moment in time. Jackals, oh, he does spot out Obito, but Obito making the movement across there. No tag damage, the tree cover and the wall in the way. Obito manages to get to the safety of the building. He's making his way up towards Godspell, probably to share some resources. Oh, not Pikachu taking out, gets the knock onto team number 21. Oh, the vision there from Jackals as he's waiting. He sees Obito, he's firing. Can he get this? Oh my goodness, there's so much damage, but does not manage to get the knock. He reloads and is waiting for that right opportunity. They know they've got that high ground advantage there, but Thanos is in behind with just a finger snap away, shall we say, from setting up a wraparound play. He's heading towards where Kenny and Clown are. Jackals, takes a bit of return damage there as well. So they do know where he is at this moment in time, but difficult to get to him. But he decides to reposition. You don't want to stay too long in one place. Nice hop off from the sides of the building here by Jackals as he gets down and gets to reposition. But he is moving up towards where Solman is, though I don't think Solman knows that just yet, or does even Jackals for that matter. It's just looting up, getting ready. But we take a look at the map overall. San Martin, or in the outskirts of San Martin, could be a potential clash here as three teams are heading off towards one another. Oh my goodness, a Clown gets taken down. Kenny in the mix as well. Thanos has that lovely angle at this moment in time. He's just waiting patiently, as we said, for that finger snap to go through. Kenny and Co and Bam Bam, they are, I think, in his line of sight right now. He does know where they are, as we can see from the positioning of his camera angle, but it's all about that right opportunity. He needs them to make the movement towards him. Meanwhile, Solman and Jackals in a fight. Solman gets taken out of the equation. Jackals in that 1v1 situation, doing what we know he does best. Obito, however, with the wraparound play, uses the Toon Buggy. It's going to be a 3v3 situation right now. But the spread out play coming from the NVX squad could work out in their favor. Bam Bam and Kenny are fairly close towards one another. So it's just about getting into position where you can force them out with a couple of nades, a couple of Molotovs, and let's see what happens. Obito not wanting to go for that play through the midst just yet. Thanos has that angle from behind, but opting to change position, wants to get towards where his teammates are. I think he was scouted out, so didn't want to get rushed in that 1v3 situation. As Obito is making his way, or just providing the cover. Godspell is on the outskirts here. So we just take a look at the whole map very quickly. It looks like VM have repositioned and they're moving out of El Pozo. Meanwhile, around... wait, this is not where we wanted to be. We wanted to go back to the team number 15, which is 4 Miracles. They're up against our PGS, the Deadly Persecutors. They have the high ground advantage over Persecutors. For now, but Persecutors are in the middle of the building as Step Bro wants to reposition himself. Are they going to be moving out from here? That's some tag damage being taken by Step Bro. He's trying to drive. Somehow he gets this Jalopy to survive and reposition. So they decide to disengage from that fight between the two of them there. Wants to return fire, but Step Bro taking a lot of damage. He walks into a bit of danger with the PK of the R squad at range. So he has to get into safety of the buildings right now. He does have some medikits. Can stay safe for the most part, but this is looking a bit dangerous for 4 Miracles. They're going to be hoping for at least 1 Miracle to get out of this sandwich that they find themselves in between BKR and PST. Oh, return fire coming through here from Step Bro. Ravage on the hunt in his, I think, what is that, a Miro, as he wants to make the movement across. Are they going to go for a reposition, or are they going to go for the rush play? That's the real question right now. They did win the last game. They are the team to beat right now, having done an excellent job so far in the first round. We still have another 2 more games to go after this, as 88 wants to reins in the nades onto Legit and Step Bro. Wants to go for the nade storm, throws on through the window, but no one on the upper floor. But I mean, we know that, right? 88 will not know that at this moment in time. So the revives are in, but he is making sure that the team remains sealed in position, waiting for his teammates. Brian, yeah, that's a funny name. And Shino will be making their way across as well. He's just got them locked in. He's got 2 more nades and a Molotov in the mix. So, oh, but a bit of tag damage coming in there. Has to reposition as he has been spotted off on the mountaintop. Realizes, okay, no, this is not the space I need to be in. I've got to reposition myself. I got to head to some form of cover. Get down the mountain. Like she'll be coming around the mountain. She comes. And being safe for the most part. We are down to 16 teams, 55 teams remaining. It is the last minute and a few seconds of stage 3. And then the movement will be very, very tight. And as you can see, where we're heading towards the EMP zone, it should be on the outskirts of Ladrila. End of the game. Everyone in vehicles at this moment in time as they're making their movement across. We can hear a couple of shots being fired right around the map there. Oh, but it's going to be the battle here as we just switch across. It's team number 7 and team 14 that are heading off towards one another. Fear taking a lot of damage there, as Obito has gotten out of the vehicle. His teammates in the front line there. Thanos got the high ground advantage. Spell is in the mix, playing point guard for the team. Wants to supply that bit of vision. Obito making his movement across here. He's in a dance up against Fear, but has to use that smoke cover to just reposition. Fear is quite low, but he's in that vehicle right now. Fear stayed the safest behind that. Did he spot him out? Yes, he did. He just uses the vehicle for safety, gets Fear out of the equation. So Obito with another elimination. So that's 3 for his team. It's 51 players remaining as things will start hotting up right now. We know once it heads towards that final few seconds of the game, of a stage when the EMP zone's closing in, we should expect to see some danger coming out here, as it's going to be a final few kills going the way of team number 7, Novex Esports. The road on Monte Nuevo, well, I don't know, it's our Not squad who are making their move across from there, but it should be safe to make that play across. Not Balak is the in the lead. Oh, but we are watching this clash here. AEX team number 2 in the mix. They managed to get a knock and a flush onto everybody. That was done so quickly. We didn't even get it on screen. By the time we saw the action happening, it was all over. But C9 up against team 18. It's going to be our team 18, which is the young Thundercats who have been doing what they do best. He gets a flash through onto Zayden. Chris and Alex making their way across, but YT00, he seems to be relishing what's about to happen. Gets the preparation going, pops a couple of energy drinks there into the mix, just to make sure that he's got that extra bit of heals. Got the nade up and running and ready. Throws a nade through the doorway. just to try to force them out. It's been a 1-for-1 exchange overall, as this is lovely play from him. Gets to the top of the building, then repositions. Will he be able to get this? He is in a 1v3. Spot out where Vibrix is at this moment in time. He knows that they're going to try to make their move across. He's going to get caught out. Oh, beautiful jump below. He tries to get over the tank damage with some pre-fire, but has to reload. This is a real cat and mouse game here, but Young Thundercats doing, with the double O, doing an excellent job here of somehow managing to dance around 3, keeping them at bay. They want to try to go for the rush play, knowing that he's potentially all on his lonesome, but nothing doing. He's somehow using the compound and the walls here to his beautiful advantage. They don't want to go in just yet. There is a need in response from C9. Smoke being used for cover. As his teammates do make their way across here. There's a full-on firefight happening. David is up the mountain here. Wants to get across. It's going to be the Molotovs coming through here. Flighty has taken a bit of damage. He's in a battle, but Chris, he manages to get the knock. Will we get the first? But oh, Chris gets knocked himself. Oh my goodness. And the same as Javolo, as it's just going to be David left on the outskirts. C9 managing to clutch out this fight, but David, he wants to make sure that he seals out the victory. He's got a nade. He don't know he's there. Will this be the nade to end it all? He throws out the nade, but he's gonna take the damage. Alex pops in and out. Beautiful play there from C9's Alex. So it's just Alex and Chris. Chris has to be revived, but Alex there to do the job, get his teammates up and running. Oh my goodness. Oh, but there's a bit of action here. It's going to be the VM squad in the mix once more. Bam Bam taken. No, Bam Bam gets taken out of the equation. It's just going to be Jackals is taken down as AEX crush out the battle. They take down 4. There's been 2 eliminations on their side, so it's Marco and Akib, the only ones left, as the EMP zone is really hotting up. This is heading towards the latter stages of the game. So Ladrillera is the name of the game, or the position at this particular moment in time. You can see where the EMP zone is. Oh, the play zone takes out Alex. And we were late into the stage. I didn't even realize that he was so far into the EMP zone. Couldn't survive that. We're down to 9, 24 teams remaining as we head off towards team number 19, which is Mad Esports. Hazard with the pan out. Yes, oh yeah, I thought he had the pan out. He's got the sniper. I mean, in the TDMs, right? There's like extra points and stuff given if you get a pan kill. I wonder if we'll ever see that in the 4-man scene. I'm saying one day if we ever. That's just me trying to dig and see. Could we see somebody in the 4-man scene getting a pan kill? I'd love to see it. I really would. So Future with the scouts out here, Team 11 trying to make their way across. They have, as we say, the high ground for this moment in time. But Future had the future sight to get into the safety of the EMP zone quite early. And so he knows that the players are coming out. There's tank coming out here. We'll be able to see the tank damage, although the wall cover coming in just at the right time. But Akib and Marco taking out quite a bit of damage. This is the thing about being in such an open space at this moment in time. As we're just watching them, they're going to have to get... Oh my goodness! Oh, that's the double kill going the way of Galaxy. As this battle continues, Galaxy, Team 11 up against Team 16. Brownie takes a bit of damage there. Will we see the knock coming through? Freaky in the front line, Sage trying to avoid all of this. There's a couple of nades. Oh, but Freaky, he's taking so much of damage. He repositions for the nade. He's going to have to heal up. There's shots coming in from all over the show. This may not be the safest mountain in the world, but who's going to be king of this hill? That's the real question. There's 5 teams remaining, 16 players. They're battling out for the king of the mountain. Oh, but nice spot out here from Freaky, forcing Mad Squad back to where they were. But they are on the outskirts of this EMP zone, whereas in the valley section, we do have quite a bit of players already there. Oh, but look at that from Freaky. He gets the tag onto Hazard. Can he stay safe? I think maybe a native Molotov could end it all. It is quite a small space, shall we say. Once more. Oh, but that sniper Freaky's gonna have to reposition right now. Now, the airdrop is just right outside there. Well, I don't think anybody's worried about the airdrop right now. As we just take a look at this overall map, the teams are hunting each other. We're down to 13 players, 4 teams remaining. It is stage 6 heading into stage 7. And the EMP zone's gonna close up in, when I say close up, I mean in such a dangerous location. Nice having a vehicle here with a Galaxy Squad. They're gonna have to make their movement across. But that EMP is really gonna start to hurt. They have to get out. But I mean, look at the amount of damage coming through there. That knocks the EMP zones. Should be able to finish. And the play zone takes out 1, takes out 2. That should be the Galaxy Squad taken down as well as we switch to the team V3. But oh my goodness, the battle is on in the EMP zone in stage 7. This is not the space you want to be in right now. Tyre has to get on the move and get the roll on as he's trying to reposition into the safety of the EMP zone. This is one of the more dangerous locations for this EMP zone to have closed in on. Three teams remaining, 8 players in the mix. It's a 3v3v1 situation right now. Shots being fired from both teams. Actually, no, it's a 4v. Oh, the V3 squad. They've got the positioning. They've got the angle here for the victory. It's a 4v2v1, shall I say. V3 in pole position to clutch up this winner chicken dinner. Are they going to go aggressive right now? They do have the positional advantage, but I wouldn't want to suggest to go aggressive. They want to try to get up the mountain. PTS have that high ground advantage. We know how deadly they are. Winners of the previous Erangel matchup. Can they clutch out 2 chicken dinners in a row? It's down to 2 as the Mad Squad was eliminated, and it's going to be V3, the 4-man of V3 up against the 3 from Team 8. Who will win this? The 3, the 4? Right now, my money, if I was a betting man, will be on PTS simply because of their positioning. I'm not sure how V3 is going to make their movement across here. They're going to have to hope that the EMP zone forces Team 8 towards them. Because if the EMP zone does do that, if it forces them towards them, they can clutch this out, because when you're running down in towards the danger. Oh, it's Unknown who's going to get knocked. Beautiful wraparound play from Hydro. Will we see the rush coming in here as everybody is making their movement across? Ravage deciding that he wants to go for the vehicle wraparound play here. The EMP zone is so tight at this moment in time. Will we be able to see the finish up? It's just going to be Vigilant who has been alive, but oh my goodness, will this be it? I think it is. As Hydro and Super and Ravage are making their way across to finish this all off. Vigilant, the only one left. Turbo gets knocked, but the team is there. PTS would PST. Sorry, I keep saying PTS. Because I was thinking of the PTS, post-traumatic stress syndrome. But PST finishing us off for the second time in a row, picking up the winner chicken dinner. And also with a grand total of 11 eliminations to the mix as well. So congratulations to them, taking both Erangel and Murmur. Though you can actually see what I was saying earlier about the Murmur map. Murmur. It's less well played as Erangel. Like Erangel is the OG. Everybody knows that. That's the absolute coach of a map. And so there are teams who know it so well that the elimination counts were sky high. Here you can see quite a bit of spread in terms of the kills. So you've got the PST squad with 11 eliminations and the winner chicken dinner finishing off in our first position. We've got V3, Unknown Tire Nabs Vigilant with 4 eliminations in second. We've got Fly QE's 777 Hazard, Tamashi and Future with 3 eliminations in third. We have HIM Mag Freaky and Riz the Galaxy squad with 3 eliminations in fourth. NVX Godspell Thanos Soulman Obito with 6 eliminations in fifth. BKR88 Sage Briani and Shinu with 5 eliminations in sixth. MUE's Guru Scorpion Ethan and Aura with no eliminations in seventh. AEX Marco Akib 8 Power and Sega with 5 eliminations in eighth. The 4 times Miracles or the 4MX Legit Sphinxy Steps Bro and Trace God with 3 eliminations in ninth. C9 Chris Saden Vipex and Alex with 4 eliminations in 10th. VM Bam Bam Jackals Clown and Kenny with 2 eliminations in 11th. YT Flighty 00 David and Bull 7727 with 3 eliminations in 12th. Then we have the FG Lockjaw 1824 Dr. Elmar and Ouch with no eliminations 13. The Not Squad Pikachu Poison Not Up and Folk with 6 eliminations in 14th position. The Grim Squad Alpha Panda Raiden and Keys with 1 elimination 15th. HH Squad Bouts Monique Fear and Ninja with 3 eliminations 16th. MDR Streets Goas Kakashi and Skinny Inc. with 1 elimination in 17th position. The stars of the match is going to be once again PTS Super. I'm not going to say the rest of the word. With 5 eliminations with the going all out. VM's Kenny Best Companion with 3 rescues. The finisher, as we saw, was PTS Hydro with 4 eliminations and 3 assists overall. So that was game number 2. We will be heading off into game number 3 very shortly. Game number 3 will be Sandhawk. Ooh, I like Sandhawk. At least the aesthetic feel behind it. So that will be up and running and ready for you in just a few seconds. And we will be back. Just have that pause screen up and running for just a moment. We'll be back with everybody, welcome back to the stream. We are heading into the next match. It is Sandhawk. The countdown is in. We will have the teams up and ready and set. We've got everyone into the lobby, all 65 players. As we've seen the PST squad take home 2 winner chicken dinners in a row. The timer is counting down to the final few seconds. So we will be heading into a match up very soon. As it's going to be a Sandhawk for the 3rd game of the evening. Alright, so it is the 3rd and final game, oh no, penultimate game, shall we say, for this particular African Pro Series. And after this 4-week run, we're going to find out who is going to take home the overall prize of I think 1,500 Rand for the winners and 1,000 Rand for 2nd place and 500 Rand for 3rd position. And for the MVP of the tournament, they will individually pick up 500 rands. So a lot of teams heading off towards Camp Bravo. Camp Bravo is one of the hot drops when it comes to this early part of the game. Team 6 and 7 having the same idea. NVX and V3 heading off towards one another. As Obito looting up and getting ready for some action. Soulman is in the front line here. Camp Bravo is not the biggest of space, but there is a decent amount of cover between one building to the next. Sandhawk is quite tiny in terms of the 2 maps that we've played against so far. But Soulman, he seems to be in the mix. Oh, beautiful shot. Camp Bravo, he gets the first elimination of the game. Vigilant is in the mix as well as Soulman is trying to reposition himself, jumps over the wall just to give himself that little bit of vision. Oh, but the shots are coming in. Soulman is by himself. Okay, no, his teammate has come to join into the mix here as Team 7. They are caught out in a little bit of danger here as Soulman's made an excellent play. Oh, but he gets knocked. Will we see the flash? No, he manages to get to the safety of the wall. He should be able to crawl towards where Soulman is at this moment in time. As we see, Soulman should be able to get the revive on for his teammate. Gets going to tag damage, but he himself is taking a lot. He's going to have to get the opportunity to revive. Could Team 6 turn this around? Soulman trying to reposition here. Has the medikit to heal up. Gonna need it. But Dabs takes out Godspell. Oh, but Vigilant with the knock. And the flash coming through there. That's going to be 2 taken down. Obito has been knocked. It's just Thanos left alive. But he's gonna get knocked out of the equation. That's a full elimination. But team number 5, VM, Bam Bam, Kenny, and Clown, this time as the 3 men, they do sense there's a bit of an opportunity here as Clown and Kenny are in the front line. Clown's got a beautiful high ground advantage over V3's Unknown. He wants to nade him and hopefully secure that elimination. Ooh, damage coming in there. Good jump down at that moment in time, but Kenny took the full brunt of it. Should be able to be revived by Clown as Unknown is making his way across from room to room. Though these rooms are quite small. So it's just like one nade into the room or like this one Molotov. If it's in the right room, could spell the demise of whoever is inside there. They catch using that Molotov. Bam Bam gets caught out there. Dabs is in the front line as well. He's trying to get the rush play up as they catch a flush on the staircase. Is Bam Bam taken out of the equation? So it's just Kenny and Clown on the outskirts. But Nabs, is he going to go for a jump from the top? No, he's waiting very patiently, very strategic. But that should be the final two eliminations coming through very shortly. They've got the number advantage. They've got the health advantage. Now it's going for the wraparound here. Unknown trying to reposition, waiting for Vigilant. Vigilant wants to achieve that high ground advantage. Shots coming in here onto Clown and Kenny. But for the most part, Clown and Kenny dancing around the building, trying to stay safe, but Kenny gets knocked. Vigilant making his way up the staircase, but we can get the flash coming through. Yes, he does. It's just Clown who managed to shove down, but from above, it's gonna be Vigilant. Oh my goodness, in the firefight, Vigilant comes out on top, and so that's the VM squad taking down V3 around Cramp Bravo. Not just took the loot, but took control. The advantage got a couple of eliminations. As we switch towards a cow, it's going to be Team 16 in the mix up against Team 14. Battling here for control of this region, getting a couple of eliminations at this moment in time. 88 is in that safe spot for the most part of the time. BKR, they are holding the line, shall we say, not wanting to give their position away just yet. We just switch to a aerial shot. Oh, there's a bit of tank damage coming out there onto Fear from 88. He does have a full sight of what's happening in the building. I'll throw the Molotovs. Will we see them go down? Monique taking a lot of damage. The Molotovs gets Monique. It's Fear who is in position there still. To take a lot of damage. But Ninja still for the most part safe. As Fear manages to reposition. He's got the shotgun out. 88 taking a lot of damage over Shiro is into the mix here. Fear gets knocked. Oh, we see the flash is trying to crawl to safety. It should go down as 88 is trying to do something. But Fear still somehow alive. Shiro and Ko are into the mix. They will get 88 revived back up once more as they're going on the hunt here. Oh, and this should be 2 kills to the good. Shiro gets another 2 pickoffs. And so BKR in position here. It's only Ninja who was a bit away from the battle, but will be hightailing it out of Cow. Okay, Cow. Oh no, this is the FG squad. They are in position right now as they've got a little bit of an advantage over teams heading in their direction. But I don't know if they know where the team 15 is heading their way. Team 15, as we can see from the map, is heading off towards their location in a 2-2 split. So we might see them make a move across towards team FG. Though they do have a disconnected player, Dr. Elma. Oh, but there's a big old fight going on. MDR wins that battle there. I was just seeing the kills coming in as they win that particular showdown. But looks like there's going to be a battle here as well. Just switching across to boot camp. No. It's just teams exiting boot camp. I thought there was going to be a bit of a clash, but not yet. Not yet. So Sandhawk, as you know, has got an interesting terrain, shall we say. There's a lot of water that runs through this very small map in comparison to what we had to deal with previously. So Team 3, they looted, they were one of the only teams, I think the only team who went to boot camp, and we all know how tasty the loot is at boot camp. It's only stage 2, still a minute, under a minute and a half to go. before the EMP zone starts to close in once more. There is quite a bit of spread between the teams right now. The way this EMP zone is closing in, we should be heading towards a good old waterfront battle. As MDR once more into the mix, they do get a knock from range. They are positioned across the bridge here, which is always a good location to wait out. But it's only Streets and Chaos that's left alive in this two-man. As the Team 11, they have spotted them out, and so this is a battle across a huge distance. So it's going to cause a lot of resources to be used, but the potential for flushes coming through at this range, not the easiest. Now teams are heading off towards one another. The space, I mean, I know it looks quite big, and I'm saying that this is going to be the teams being far apart, but when you consider the EMP zone, right, and how much of this is actually water, it's crazy. Oh, there's a bit of tag damage coming into Team 11. The range shots for flying here because they do have him in, I would say, sort of trapped up behind the boulder, but with his accuracy there, he's just forcing everybody back a little bit. Will he have the opportunity to reposition? I'm not sure, but I don't think they know that it's a 3v2 situation. Oh, but Gosh does get knocked with VKR in the move as well. Streets is quite far away from Goas, so Goas throws out as much smoke as possible just to try to get to a bit of safety, but I don't know if that's going to be possible. He is quite low. Smoke providing as much cover as you possibly can. Mag just getting a bit of tag damage being dealt to him, and still wanting to stay on this high ground advantage. But Team 21, they're making a rush play here, as Galaxy 2 has spotted them out, and so they're using this high ground position very, very nicely. Scorpion takes a bit of tag damage. There's a nade. That was like a pixel of movement there, as Mag is just trying to land a couple of nades in. Oh, but look at the tag damage. Man gets knocked. Oh, we see the flash. Couldn't get to reposition. Just one step out of line, but no. Galaxy S29 tries to come in there, but both, or at least one Galaxy member has been knocked. Oh, we see the play coming. Oh, but look at that from Briani from range. He manages to get the flush in, and that's going to be a couple of kills. The HR squad, Team 11, out of the mix. It's MDR. Well, our organizer here, Melandre squad. Well, there's still there 2 players left on the map. We're down at 12, so it's heading towards the final positions, the 10 positions. As we just switch across here to the Mad squad. Tamashi Futra 444 taking a bit of damage there. From AKE. Oh, look at that from QT. Trying to poke out his head. Did manage to get a knock, but has to revive or get a bit of tag damage. Sega is there as well. The revive coming through. As there are battles continuing elsewhere, it's Sasuke manages to get that wraparound play and the flush. It's just going to be Sega in a 1v4 situation, but is he going to be sticking around here? I don't know. It's going to be Tamashi with the drive-by. Hazard, he's got his eyes on Sega, using the cover very nicely. Will create, maybe hoping for a bit of distraction from his teammates. They've got the spread in here. Hazard, Triple C, and right how the nades come through. They're throwing nades from one end, trying to force Sega out the other end, as Fly is into the mix and gets that flush, as that's going to be the Mad Squad picking up a couple of kills just outside Camp Alpha. But V3, they're heading off in the same directions as BKR. This battle is going on. Nades raining in. Vigilant gets knocked. There's a flush. Nabs is in the mix. Putin there in the front line. Shots being fired. Will Putin be able to get the kills? He's got that shotgun out. Dabs is there. He's just trying to dance around as Nabs is in the building. Oh, but his teammate comes through and then they wipe out the V3 squad. And so now we are down to the final 10. 26 players remaining. And as you can see, I'd say about a third of the actual map is not a map. The third of the actual map is just a straight river. This bridge is going to be very, very important as we head up towards the latter stages of this game. I think control of the bridge at this particular moment in time might be essential, but it depends on what the players want to do, because trying to control the bridge area is a high risk, high reward play. Our street has been spotted out. Oh, look at the control, the recoil control from Putin as he gets a good couple of tags there onto street. Oh, but the tag damage coming in back. Putin getting the opportunity to reposition, has enough heals to get through all of this. Oh, but 88 has been knocked. Enough teammates are there for the revive, but Gauss and street, they're quite low. Yeah, it's Shino deciding to say, you know what, guys, let us go for this wraparound play here. They're all into the Baki. They want to reposition to try to close the distance, use the speed of the vehicles to cut that distance in half. Going all the way around to the water's edge. And they're taking it into the water. Very interesting, very clever maneuver from them. So they can actually use this to try to swim across with as much safety as possible. Because Team 3, as we can see, they want to control that bridge region. As it's Team 21 who are making their move across here. Team 3 do scout them out. Shots being fired. They were trying to control that bridge region from range. I mean, it is not called the Bridge of Death for nothing. It's going to be a difficult battle right now to try to get across this with Team 3. So much in position here, controlling this entire region. As Team 16, the BKR squad, are trying to make the move across. The EMP zone is going to force everyone to make that play towards this section of the map. As we just see the overall view, as you can see the degree of control that's being tried to be established. But with this, as we say, that vehicle into the water play, that was quite clever, making them get a certain degree of safety in terms of crossing the bridge. But Briani does not want to move into the line of sight just yet. As Scorpion does manage to get a knock here, he does see where Team 19, the man squad, is. We're down to 8 teams remaining, 21 players left, as the EMP zone is definitely tightening up. We're going to have 21 players in such a small space. Everyone has made it safely across the bridge. So the Bridge of Death didn't prove to be that death of anyone. So not living up to the name. Though Ninja outside the EMP zone, I think waiting. He's a solo player, so waiting for the most part. But let me just see what is happening with Ninja. He's really taking a lot of damage, and he's on foot. He's trying to heal through this, but he is quite close to the edge of the EMP zone. He's trying to heal through this to try to get to safety. He should be able to. Though the EMP zone seems to not want to let him. It is closing in quite fast. FG, meanwhile, it's only going to be 824 left alive for his team. He's just using the cover there from the mountains to stay safe. Oh my goodness. But it's going to be a good few knocks coming in from Team 21. They win the battle there as things are starting to heat up. But one of his teammates has been knocked. Aura has a Scorpion. This location, I mean, this is going to be very difficult to battle through. The terrain here is... I'm going to be on top of the mountain. Literally on top of the mountain. I can't even say who has any amount of positional advantage. This is just crazy. But once more, we do have the PTS squad in the mix. Colonel has taken a bit of damage, but Ravage and Super are trying to make their way up this the mountain here. It is quite difficult. They are using the vehicle to do so, but I mean, how far can you drive in a car on the top of the mountain? They just want to get towards where Colonel is. Oh, but the damage coming in. Team 19 with the positional advantage, but the Not Squad, they've got an even higher ground here. They want to make their movement across. Pikachu has scouted out. His teammates do know where everybody is. Are they going to go for the drop? But it goes even higher up. As Team 19 is going to get scouted out by Team 3. Pikachu leading the line there, and Falk following shortly behind. Will we see the plays coming through? They want to nade them from above. They just need to make sure that they can get something done. Cover needs to come in. This is a proper mountain battle. You're going to have to be a mountain goat to win this one. He just lobs the nade. Oh, they spot out Tamashi. Oh, we see the knock coming through there. The reload. Oh, and they get the eliminations as Team 3 pick up the double. We're down to 2. Though Pikachu has been knocked, his teammates are trying to get towards him for the revive. But not Bilal is on that ultra high ground as Ethan and Scorpion are trying to nade their way to the top. Bilal is throwing out a couple of nades himself, just giving the time for his team to revive and head into this 3v2 battle. Team 3, like I said, do have the positional advantage. There's a couple of shotguns out here. Though a shotgun unless you're going to be jumping down from the top here. The nade storm is going forth into the mix. Oh, but there's a double knock. However, the flush comes through, and it's going to be not below Pikachu, not up, and Falk with the 5 eliminations and the winner chicken dinner here on Sunhawk. So a big change up from the previous positions. Not Squad finishing first. MUE, Guru, Scorpion, Ethan, and Aura with 5 eliminations in second position. We're watching IQE 777, Hazard 333, and Tamashi 444 Future V8 in third position with 8 eliminations. Lockjaw, Mark Ryan, Dr. Elmer 1824 in fourth position with 1 elimination. We've got Colonel 77K, Super Hydro, and Ravage with, what is that, 11 eliminations in fifth position. In sixth position, we have Bout Ninja Fear and Monique with no eliminations. We've got Legit, Sphinxy, Step Bro, Trace Gods in seventh position with 5 eliminations. 88 Shinu, Briani, and Putin with 11 eliminations in 8th position. Street Goers, Kakashi, and Melandre with no eliminations 9th. Flighty 00 David 27 and Bill 7727 with 3 eliminations in 10th. Unknown, Tyre Nabs, and Vigilant with 7 eliminations in 11th position. Akibe Power Sekar with no eliminations, 12th. Him Mag S29 Freaky with 1 elimination, 13th. Panda Bunny Keys Alpha with 2 eliminations, 14th. Bam Bam Clown Kenny, no eliminations, 15th position. Vipex Chris Alex, no eliminations, 16th. Godspell Thanos Soulman Obito with no eliminations in 1 elimination, sorry. 1 elimination, 17th position. So that is the positions of everybody in the third match. We have the star of the match is going to be, once more, it's PST's Super with 5 eliminations 3 times in a row. If this man's not a hot contender for MVP of the tournament already on day number 1, I don't know who is. Not Falk with the best companion with 2 rescues and 3 assists. And not Pikachu, as we got to see with the finisher with 4 eliminations and picking up the winner chicken dinner for his team. But we still have one more game to go. It's game number 4 that we're going to be heading into very shortly. So I'll have this pause screen up for you in a bit, and we will be back with the action in just a moment. game is going to be Miramar once again. So that's a double Miramar. It's going to be starting off in the next minute or so. We've seen PST. I keep saying PTS. PST take home two winner chicken dinners. And Not Squad taking home one. So that's been the winners so far, as it's going to be this fourth and final game of the evening. And so it's been quite fun, quite action-packed. The games have been surprisingly quicker than I expected. I thought it was going to be a little bit more slow-paced, but no one here seems to play ultra safe. I mean, they do play safe. They understand their movements and what they want to do very, very well. This has been a high intensity, high action as we head into the final game of the evening. You can hear the buzzer in the background. So I'll have this up and running for you now, as we head into Miramar once more for the final evening of the game. So, as we can see, the northeasterly direction the plane is going to take. Will we see a couple of drops straight down towards Los Lenos? Will we see anybody head off towards the small island like we have seen in previous matches? It's always interesting to note what is going to be the choice for drop, like which location they're going to be heading towards. But look at that, so many teams very, very early on deciding to exit the plane. But we will be patiently waiting to see where this EMP zone is going to form, as well as where the teams are going to be heading off to. There is going to be a decent spread. I mean, just from looking at where the drops are. And we all know how big Miramar is. So this is the fourth game of the evening. Points will be tallied up and will be up and running and available and ready for all of you to see very, very shortly. I know the calculations are being done. I must say the organizers of the African Pro Series, very much on point. The information being shared and spread at quite an impressive rate. Oh, look at that. Everybody dropped outside the way the EMP zone is going to be. Quite interestingly, but let's take a look at Al Azhar, as we have 4 times Miracle up against the NVX squad, and at the same time, who else is in here? It's going to be the VM squad as well. So we've got 3 teams in the mix, very, very early on. Who's going to come out on top on this? That's the question. Bam Bam's got a shotgun, which can work in this close proximity. Clashes over. Cloud's gonna be knocked. And we'll see the hunt onto Godspell, but the damage coming through. Godspell has been knocked, but it's been a couple of knocks as well. Jackals will be making his way across here. Is he going to be heading off towards where Godspell is? Obito from range getting those knocks coming through. But Kenny there for the revive. We should see the first elimination of the game, and it's Godspell that's been taken out. VM do have a bit of a numbers advantage. Clown has been knocked. He will be revived up. Just not enough heals to be able to want to continue this fight, I would say. So the spread here from Thanos, a pretty decent. Solman took a lot of heat there, but he has picked up quite a few medikits, so he should be able to heal himself back up. Reloads that shotgun and is healing himself. 4 times Miracle. They've lost Trace God, so we do have 2 eliminations already in this early stage of the game, with the 3 teams landing around Al-Azhar. But Al-Azhar's got quite a bit of buildings to it, so it won't be as if we're going to see all out action right at the very start. But once more, PTS into the mix, PST into the mix. They're getting a couple of knocks. Where are they on the map? Oh, they're here up against the Mad Squad. Will we see the flashes coming through here? They do manage to pick up 2 kills very quickly as we just switch across to where team 14, which is the HH squad, into the mix up against team 6, which is V3. They are in the same vicinity, but it doesn't look like there's going to be a battle to begin with, because they are not the closest to one another, except for Ninja, who has the high ground and has scouted out the entire position, or at least most of the positions of Team 6. He's just, or at least I think he's trying to scout out the position, doesn't know quite yet where they are, just using that sniper just to give a certain degree of vision. Ninja just provided, being a ninja, just scouting out where everybody is. Let's just switch across to the larger map as a whole. This time round with the drops, like no one was, except for the 3 teams who ended up in Al-Azhar, everybody else was fairly spread out in terms of where they landed. So it's going to be all the usual, just looting up, managing to get as much as you need. The decisions that you'd have to make as to who gets the what loot is also very important. I mean, in a 4-man situation, you're going to be playing this with some military tactics. It's all going to be who's going to be playing your sniper, who's going to be in the front line, who needs the armor, who needs the sniper, who's going to be your driver. Oh, what a beautiful nade coming through from Sphinxy. But not the ability to gets the knock, but not the ability to get the flush just yet. Doesn't know whether he can make that play across. Solomon is there. He knows that Solomon is there and doesn't want to get tagged, as he wants to get across to try to get that elimination. And but his teammate comes through, and they should be able to pick up that kill as well. So the VM squad deciding to leave Al-Azhar, as we can see. It's just 2 members of NVX up against the 3 from 4 times Miracle. Solomon has taken quite a bit of damage, but so far has managed to revive and stay alive for this most part. Difficult to get to him where he is in that building. But he's used up all his medikit, so one nade right now could spell the end for him. But oh, he does spot out Stepbro on the high ground. Stepbro has to get back, gets a nice tag onto him, but it's looking a bit dangerous, right? He's going to use a last bit of help that he has. He's continuing to try to get a tag, at least a knock onto Stepbro, because he knows that in this particular position he could be in a bit of danger. Obito with the vehicle, his teammate must have called out where Stepbro was, and so he's going to use that dune buggy to get up the top of the hill, or at least as high as he can go. But of a slide back, as you can see, as Obito, right, he would have been hurt though, right? He is trying to get to where Stepbro does know that somebody's coming. Obito has the nade out, waiting patiently. We'll throw it, maybe use a bit of smoke cover as well. Drops a nade in. Meanwhile, there is a battle here between Galaxy, and they take out 2 members of the PKR squad, as we got to see very quickly on that map at least. So Obito moving around in the vehicle. He still can't get close to where Step Bro is. And so Solman is gonna be in that little bit of danger at this moment in time until they can take out someone of the EMP zone has closed in. There is a bit of smoke coming out here as Solman is trying to exit the building. Shots being fired, but he does manage to get out on the ledge and down as the Miracle Squad, they do not want to leave him alone. They are going to go for this rush play in the EMP zone. He's got the shotgun out. He senses that they are coming for the rush play using hide and seek tactic and using the indoors so well. It's one of the best ways to separate the team. Who's gonna win? He gets the shotgun knock onto the chip. Oh my goodness! It's Omen with the double inside Saw in the EMP zone. So well done to him as he manages to get another 2 eliminations going his way. We're down up 55 right now. The EMP zone, it's still early days. It's still stage 2 and the beginning parts of stage 2. As we can see, a lot of teams with their vehicles making their play across. We should expect the EMP zone to close around Crater Fields towards the end. And as the name suggests, it's going to be interesting location to have an end game battle. So a couple of teams just driving past Los Lenos as Colonel 77K. He's got that AR out. He's heading in towards the Dune buggy. Nothing doing just yet. Galaxy 2 just went past them. With everybody in the vehicles, they're not really going for any drive-bys just yet. And as we said, it's all about position right now. So you're going to be playing safe for the most part. There's the airdrop into the mix as well. It should be heading off just towards water treatment. There's a couple of teams in there. Will anybody go for that airdrop? I don't know. As we just switch across to Grim squad team number 9. It's Kez in the mix here. He's on that Dune buggy as well. As we're just watching along this. Is this oil pipe? I don't know. I'm assuming it's an oil pipe. You see desert thing, Middle East. I know it's not the Middle East, right? You're not going to have Spanish names in the Middle East. Though there was one part where I think Spain did control a certain portion of the Middle East, but that's just me ranting on about some ancient history that nobody cares about. Why we're waiting for people to run into each other and kill. But I'm hoping, right, you can't really tell for certain, like 100% certain, whether the EMP zone's going to close in around Crater Fields. I'm hoping, because it's nice when we have these a bit more challenging battles. But team number 9, they're just driving straight past. Oh, but it's going to be a clash here between V3 and the VM squad. They're taking a lot of damage here. There's been a knock onto Kenny. They still have the full 4-man going. Can they get Kenny up and running? There's smoke being thrown as cover just to get towards where Kenny is. As much smoke as possible. Clown is also not high himself. Oh my goodness, the tank damage. That was beautifully done. Vigilant once more into the mix. Gets the tank damage. They're going to have to revive Clown before they can revive Kenny. Kenny is in a bit of no man land at this moment in time. I'm not sure if he can make it to crawl back to safety of his teammates. He's trying, but there's a lot of open ground between where they are and where he needs to get to. The smoke cover only being able to do so much. As we just take a look at him, he's just staying as safe as possible as he can in the smoke. But V3, with that spread that they've been maintaining from the first game all the way to the 4th, have been very deadly in this particular matchup. They see Clown there on the high ground. And once again, it's just like that pixel movement and unknown knows where Clown is. They're trying to force them out by throwing a couple of nades. Vigilant going for the wraparound play with the vehicle. Wants to try to get to the high ground, or as high as he can go, uses the car for cover, and is making his move across. He knows his teammates got cover on all the windows, and so he should have high ground nade. I think that would be the key. Oh no, he's gonna opt towards going even higher. He spots where Clown is, gets a bit of tag, but Clown manages to get to the cover of the top of that building just in time. Otherwise, that could have been a flush there onto Clown. But VM in a dangerous position right now. They're surrounded on 4 sides by the V3 squad. How are they going to battle their way out of this? They're all in one building, and that is not where you want to be, especially with this amount of high ground available for the side of V3. Bam and Clown both very low. Jackals is the one who has been safe in terms of not taking any tag damage, as Vigilant maintaining his degree of vigilance so far, and they've got them locked into position. But let's just take a look elsewhere, because I saw a couple of battles going on. It's going to be the two it's C9 Alex and co. They're in a royal battle here. They get a couple of knocks. Chris has been knocked. Vipex using that mountainous region and is returning fire. He wants to get close to where Chris is. Kakashi is also been knocked, I think, and just off in the distance there. The Vipex making his way across, though I don't think he knows that Kakashi is all on his own. Ninja, however, gets the flush onto Chris from range. So the HH squad, they're in the mix as well. So it's just Vipex and Alex as the HH squad are trying to make a move, get a couple of pickups. They have heard the fire, but look at the shots from range coming through. From Alex, he's trying to get the tag, but the distance is massive over that range. The airdrop is in the mix as well. Return fire into the situation, but once more we are just going to switch back to the action here. Between the VM squad. Clown once again taking a bit of damage, has to get to the lower ground as the V3 squad. They are trying to make their move across as well. Patience is the name of the game at this particular stage. We're down to 15 teams, 45 players are remaining. But this angle from Vigilant, this was a game changer of an angle, I would say. Though he is making a move down from there. Or is he just sticking there on the top? Yeah, he's just sticking here on the top. This was a game changer of an angle. It's the one where it's like this just sort of seals your fate. However, you have to be careful of any team who is in close proximity. And oh, look at the tag when Vigilant gets knocked. Clown was waiting for that shot, waiting for the angle. So Vigilant has been knocked and there is nobody close by to get him revived, and he doesn't have any self-revives. He's like, it's a huge gap between him and everybody else. This is the danger of a play like this. I mean, it's high risk, high reward strategy. When you get knocked like this, how are you going to get back to any degree of safety is the real question. Meanwhile, off screen, not Pikachu takes down C9 Alex. As we continue watching this engagement, Vigilant, will he be hunted down? For the most part, he is safe. But I mean, how long is his health gonna last? He's gonna be falling for his teammates to get across, but they won't just be able to make that move. As Unknown is showing us his driving skills to try to reposition. He wants to take the same angle that Vigilant has and maybe get down to him, but he's taking a lot of tag damage. But gets to the top of that mountain, just wants to use that exact same angle, but Vigilant, I think we might see him, his health tick down here as we're watching it slowly go. I don't think Unknown or anyone's going to be able to get anywhere close to him. As that health bar is slowly out of the way. And so Clown gets the flush onto Vigilant. Just taking a look at the EMP zone. Oh, it's not going to really close in on Crater Fields. I was hoping it's going to be in between Crater Fields and the water treatment plant. Oh, Unknown gets knocked from range as it's the HH squad. They've got that high ground positional advantage. Oh my goodness. Unknown, I don't know whether he's going to be able to get towards any one of his teammates. The EMP zone is right there on everyone's tail at this moment. The H8 squad, they've been fighting from inside there. What a shot from distance it was from across the crater fields. So, nice tag from them as they got the shot out to Unknown. Unknown again, once again, just trying to crawl back to a little bit of safety. BM Jackals, however, gets the flash out to, or the knock out to Nabs, and so it's just going to be Tyree that's in the mix. Melandri gets knocked as well. We're down at 38. So the NV squad has been taken out of the equation as BKR, they're up against Team, or is they were up against Team 8. But it looks like everyone has managed to reposition themselves just to get out of harm's way. It's just a couple of players from V3 still left in the mix. Unknown managed to get revived, and so so it's just Tyree and Unknown. They're going to be the two ones alive. As VM Jackals is still inside the EMP zone, his teammates have exited. But he's just walking through here. It's stage 4. Stage 4 does hurt to a certain degree. Not gonna lie. As we are heading towards the final few seconds when we end up in stage 5, where it really starts to hurt. There's a couple of teams around the airdrop, interestingly enough. There was a knock onto the AX player here as Tamashi gets that flush with a nade coming in, but he's going to get tagged up by Team 21, the MUE squad. And so it's just going to be the two of them left, but they are going to be able to heal up for the most part. And once more, this is going to be a very mountainous region to have the end battle. Oh, but Unknown and Terry, they go straight through to the drive-by and get taken out by the MUE squad. As we got to see them just make that move straight across. Meanwhile, there's further action across the map. Two of or at least one of the BKR has been knocked and eliminated. PTS from range managed to get them down. We're down at 30. This particular match has been a little bit more delayed than the previous ones. The first two were like very action-packed, but here everyone's going for safety. But Freaky, he's like no more safety. It's time to get the kills. He's dancing around there on the mountain, trying to use the smoke to get up there, and that's going to be quick fire eliminations for Galaxy Team 11. There, as we can see, the EMP zone will be heading in towards just the outskirts of Crater Field, and this is not going to be an easy battle, as you can see already. How did I even see that at that rest? That's crazy. Just saw a small pixel, saw a car, and I was like, no, maybe there's somebody there. No shots being fired, so nothing doing. Team 18 are just off in the horizon here. As the jalopy is being used to get close to where Team 18 is. Team 18 taking a lot of damage here. The young Thundercats does have a decent amount of revives, but this is looking a bit dodgy here for the young Thundercats. They have the high ground, but I mean, when you just poke your head out here, there's just so much damage coming through. It's unreal. As VM Jackals and Clown on the hunt as well. Bam Bam is in the mix with them. It's only Kenny who was eliminated earlier on. I think the EMP zone would have got him there. We have in just a couple of seconds brought everything down to 22 players, 7 teams remaining. Oh, but PTS, they're in the mix here. They managed to take down a couple of kills more as well, but the Not Squad just manages to finish off a few more. Oh my goodness, there's so much damage being taken here. As the VM Squad are trying to get towards the high ground, the MP zone is forcing everybody's hands. This is stage 5. It's going to be heading into stage 6. You gotta get out of this. if you're going to be in the creative field, how are you going to reposition? This is crazy. PTS, they have the positional advantage. Not Falk is going to get taken down. The play zone does it. Pikachu should be in coming up next. Jackals has been knocked. The play zone does him in as well. This play, like I said from the start, the play zone was going to be the greatest enemy in here. Not trying to get towards a Dune Buggy to try to reposition. Look at the damage coming in stage 6. He's just so low in health. He just needed to climb off the top of the wall. He wants to go towards the loot box. He's like, wait, should I go? I need some medikits. The EMP zone is right there. Oh, it's going to be one of the young Thundercats who's going to get taken down. So it looks like PTS once more in pole position to take 3 out of 4 winner chicken dinners. Will they get this? I don't know. What do you guys think? Anything can happen. As Colonel he's making his move across. Oh, he's going to get tagged. Team 21 were there as well. He was just using that wood buggy to scout out where everybody is so that he could give some warning to his team. Manages to get back to safety, but shots firing from pretty much everywhere. Oh, but Aura taking a lot of damage in there from, I think it's Ravage, who made the movement across. Or Hydro. Yeah, Hydro's got them in the line of fire. He wants to tag Team 21. Shots being fired once more. It's a 3v3 situation between them. But 2 of the Team 21 players may hit their move towards... Actually, they're heading towards Team 11, who are in a battle here. Can we... will they get out of the vehicle? Oh, Scorpion tries to get out. He gets knocked in the EMP zone. That's not going to be good as he gets rushed. Yeah, Ethan, he's in a dangerous location. The smoke being used for the best amount of cover. He does see where Freaky is. Gets up on a tag onto him. Goes into that prone position here. Wants to fire out some shots within the smoke. Maybe a Molotov or nade could help. Nut is in there as well. Will we see the flash coming through? Yeah, it's going to be Mag who gets that, but Ethan was to that he does take down Galaxy Mag. So we're down to 6 players remaining, 4 teams in the mix. This is going to be crazy. So a couple of smokes will come out. Molotovs were there, but once more, PST, they've got the number advantage in the situation. It's a 3v1v1. Oh my goodness, Galaxy Freaky with a shot from range. So it's going to be a 3v1 situation. Can our solo player Freaky pull off something freaky and survive through all of this? This is going to be crazy. He does have a couple of medikits, but the only real cover he has right now is the vehicle. And take down 3 in this open space is challenging, but he has that high ground advantage on his side. Hydro with the drive-by, causing a bit of distraction. Difficult to get a tag when the country is so hilly. Oh my goodness, the MP zone, and it's going to be the shots coming through. So PST with 3 out of 4 winner chicken dinner. So they've racked up the points, racked up the eliminations as well. As this our 4th game, we get to see Colonel, Super Hydro, and Ravage with 15 eliminations and the winner chicken dinner. Freaky Mag, Jamesy, and S29 finishing off in 2nd position with 11 eliminations. In 3rd position, the MUE squad, Scorpion, Guru, Ethan, Aura with 6 eliminations. 4th position, Bilal, Pikachu, not up. And Falk with 5 eliminations in 4th position. Flighty 00 and Paul 7727 with 2 eliminations in 5th. 6th position goes to the VM squad, Bam Bam, Jackals, Clown, and Kenny with 5 eliminations. 6th position is the HH squad, Bounce Ninja, Fear, and Monique with 2 eliminations in 7th position. Marco, Akib, Aim Power, and Patlu with 1 elimination in 8th. The Mad Squad, Fly QT, 777, Hazard, 333, Tamashi, 444, and Future. V8 with 3 eliminations in 9th position. Grim Panda, Bunny Keys, Alpha with no eliminations in 10th. BKRs, 88, Shino, Briani, and Putin with 1 elimination in 11th position. V3, Unknown Tire, Nabs and Vigilant with 1 elimination, 12th. MDR, Street, Melandri, Kakashi, and Skinny Ink with no eliminations in 13th position. NVX, Godspell, Thanos, Soulman, Obito with 4 eliminations, 14th. C9s, Vpex, Chris, and Alex with 2 eliminations in 15th position. The FG Squad, Stewie and Mark Ryan, no eliminations, 16th position. And 4 times Miracle, Legit Sphinx Squad, Legit Sphinxy, Step Bro, and Trey Squad with 1 elimination in 16th position. Let's head on to the stars of the show, and it was Galaxy Freaky with the going all out. He was there right at the end, all the way to the end, final elimination. Before the winner chicken dinner went to the PST squad. So 6 eliminations going the way of Galaxy Freaky. Best companion, we're going to Not Pollock, which is a 1 assist, 1 rescue, and Colonel 77K from the PST squad with the final kill and taking home the winner chicken dinner. So well played to everybody in this particular session. This is the first time we're dealing with the African Pro Series. So this was a very, very, very fun stream. I know I definitely enjoyed myself. I thought 4 matches. Oh my goodness, how long will be 4 matches in this 4v4? But it was high action, high intensity throughout game 1 to game 4. And in some very interesting maps, like, okay, Wrangle we spoke about, that's the OG kind of map, the OG stream. The same with Miramar, one of the favorite ones, which we got to see twice. Sandhawk was nice to see thrown into the mix as well, very, very different. As you can see, Sandhawk scores, since it is not one of the more common maps, the placement of teams were very, very different from Erangel and Miramar. So